I had never been to this town before, at least, not in this lifetime. It was supposed to be a routine business trip, 2 days, in and out. The place was called Wexford, a small town in New England with a population so low you could probably count it on 2 hands. I didn't think much of it. I was just there to meet a client, shake a few hands, and head home. I arrived late in the afternoon, just as the sun was beginning to melt into the horizon. The sky was golden, the trees casting long, sleepy shadows. Everything around me looked like it had been painted. Perfect brushstrokes of red leaves, brick storefronts, and white fences. And then something strange happened. As I drove through Main Street, I felt something. A pull. A sense of knowing. I took a left turn without thinking. I wasn't following GPS, and I hadn't looked at a map. But somehow I knew. I told myself it was a coincidence, that maybe the layout just felt familiar. But then I saw it. A small white church with a steeple and a broken bell. I knew it would be there. I had never seen pictures of Wexford. I hadn't even Googled the place. Still, I turned right and said to myself, the bakery on the corner will have green shutters. And there it weaned shutters, just like in my mind. A chill ran down my spine. Not fear, exactly. More like the feeling of remembering something important, but not knowing why. I checked into the only inn in town, a cozy little place run by a woman named Ellen. She greeted me like I was an old friend. Said something like, "You look like you've been here before." I smiled politely, but inside I was unsettled. After unpacking, I decided to take a walk to clear my head. I wandered through older parts of town, narrow lanes, stone fences covered in ivy, rusted mailboxes, and front porches where rocking chairs sat still. I walked slowly, turning corners without thinking. I ended up on a narrow, cracked road lined with maple trees. I don't remember choosing it. My feet just took me there. And then I stopped. In front of me was a small 2-story house with faded blue paint and a porch that looked like it had heard 1,000 quiet stories. My chest tightened, not with fear or sadness, but with a deep, almost aching familiarity. Like the scent of your grandmother's cooking when you haven't smelled it in years. Or the way a certain song can transport you back to a moment you forgot ever happened. I just stood there. Then the front door creaked open, and an old woman stepped onto the porch. She was small, maybe in her 80s, with sharp blue eyes and silver hair pinned back. She looked at me for a long moment, then smiled softly. "You look like you've seen a ghost," she said, her voice light, almost teasing. I tried to laugh, but it came out awkward and thin. "I think I used to live here," I said, unsure of the words as they left my mouth. She tilted her head. "Well, you wouldn't be the first one to say that." I blinked. "What do you mean?" The woman stepped down a few stairs, still smiling. "Over the years, people have come by. Strangers. They stop in front of this house just like you. Some of them cry, some get angry. Most don't say much. Just stand there like something in them remembers." I didn't know what to say. She offered me tea. I politely declined. There was a strange tension inside me, as though some part of me was desperate to go inside, while another part screamed not yet. Like opening that door would open something in me I wasn't ready for. I thanked her and walked away, my heart heavy with questions. That night, I sat on a bench outside my inn, staring at the stars, wrapped in a blanket of silence. I couldn't sleep. Every turn I'd taken in that town had felt familiar. Every face, every brick, every breeze against my skin had whispered something I couldn't quite hear. A memory, almost mine. Was it déjà vu? A dream I had once forgotten? Or had I truly been there, once, long ago, before this life? I didn't stay for the second day. I canceled the meeting and left before sunrise. I haven't been back since. But the truth is, part of me never left. Sometimes, in quiet moments, I see that house again. Faded blue paint, old porch, swing, and a woman's soft voice echoing in my memory. Some places don't feel new. They feel like pieces of yourself, just waiting to be remembered. This place for kindred souls. If you feel like you found where you belong, please like this video and subscribe to the channel.